So good to still have you on the program, and a warm welcome back. Of course, with me on set is Madam Sharon Tumushabe, and today, of course, is a very special day. I've been just told that it's the birthday of XENO, and XENO is making 5 years. What an honor, of course, to have Tumushabe on the same day with me today on set, of course, as we celebrate XENO, but as also we celebrate Ugandans getting to start their investment journey. And there's several advancements that have been made within the investment funds, of course, with the help of XENO and with the support of a very good team of experts at XENO Investment. Madam Sharon, you're most welcome to the program, and a happy birthday to XENO Investment.
Thank you for having me. It's Smart TV. I'm always happy to be here. And yeah, making 5 years at XENO is really something that we're going to celebrate at XENO. It's not easy to make it in an industry for 5 years. So yeah, thank you so much.
Wow, good. The last time we had you, of course, XENO was one of the companies that was moving ahead to go into the technological advancements, of course, to see that people can easily access their funds, people can easily deposit, withdraw. How far with that strategy?
It's actually very amazing. We've really had very nice milestones. I think in the month of July, that's when we got to see MTN coming out to do a public announcement, the partnership with XENO and MTN. So with that announcement coming up, we're having millions of Ugandans that are using MTN as their mobile money service provider, and now they have a platform to actually go ahead and participate in financial markets through investing with XENO. So that's really exciting. So what is remaining is just to go out there and just tell people, what does XENO do for you? And that's what we're working on. We're coming up with very good strategies to just make sure people out there just get to know our service, what we do. Because majority of the Ugandans are used to borrowing money, they're used to saving without investing. So it's that mindset change where we just have to give them the confidence that they can actually go ahead and invest with us, and we grow their savings for them.
Talking about that mindset, following the quarterly bulletin for the Capital Markets Authority, in the first quarter of 2022, we saw a growth from over 900 billion, 970 billion in the fourth quarter of 2021 to over 1.1 trillion. And then now in the second quarter, the report shows even a bigger growth from 1.1 trillion to over 1.4, if I'm not mistaken, trillion. And this is particularly in these funds, or the collective investment schemes and the unit trust funds. What do you think you can actually dedicate this success to?
So mainly it's how the unit trusts are actually set up. So somebody who is out there should know the different advantages of you investing through a licensed fund versus going directly. So I think people are now getting to appreciate that actually unit trust funds are here not only to invest institutional money, but as an individual, you're actually able to actually participate and invest your money using unit trust funds. So I think the growth is coming mainly from the awareness, the tax exemption also, because remember, in our Income Tax Act, collective investments are exempted from paying tax, so the earnings that come from these investments are tax exempted. So with all these advantages, the compounding interest, where your interest is reinvested on a daily basis, the flexibility to get your money out when you need it, all these things are advantages that are actually maybe now attracting people not to only save money but to invest. So it's been a collective work, both from the regulator, who is doing as much as they can to create the awareness. I know the awareness is still lacking, because now when you look at the corporates, for them, they understand unit trusts. They understand who regulates, how safe it is to invest. When you go to the bottom of the pyramid, where XENO is actually, it is very different. People don't know who CMA is. They don't know who XENO is. All they know is banking. So the investment sector is the one that is still lacking. So there's a lot of awareness that is needed. And we're going to do our best to just be out there, educate people that you can actually invest as little as 10,000 we don't just have to keep saving money, because we've seen inflation is always affecting the value of our funds. So let's invest the savings. So I think this success comes from all the key players in the industry that are doing a very tremendous job in educating people that you're actually able to invest. We still have a very huge challenge when it comes to these other people that are not in the formal sector, that are not usually privileged to have certain information getting to them in the way they get the information. So that is what we need. That's the big challenge, and we really need to work so well. It may not just be the CMA's work to actually go ahead and create the awareness and the fund managers. It should also come from as high as Ministry of Finance, like talking positively about investing in unit trust funds. Like we always have presidential addresses. We should have a presidential address on investments as well, so that people actually get to trust. It's a trust issue, because people have been conned. People have invested money in Ponzi schemes and scams, and every time you get to them, anything. And when you're dealing with technology, it's even worse, because the scammers are using technology to scam people. So we really need to have a very good strategy, not only as fund managers, as the regulator, but as a nation. People need to actually get this information, and we can't just do it by ourselves. We'll do our best, but we'll need that support to come in, maybe from the government as well, to just speak positively about investing in financial assets.
Yes, and I think you make a very good point when you talk about the people in government, in the big seats, to actually come out and talk about it, because I think during one of the media center, meetings with the Minister of Finance, he actually talked about the collective investment scheme for the first time. He said, I didn't know this thing is actually happening. And that's when people actually said, oh, even the minister now knows about it.
So it's that confidence. That the public just lacks confidence. But if we build the confidence to tell them your money is safe, because what they think is when this money is coming, XENO owns the money. They don't know that there's actually a whole structure that is protecting their investments. So we just need the education, but we also need the support from the big people that people listen to actually come out and speak about investing in financial assets, how safe it is. It's as safe as you keeping your money at the bank. Actually, even more safe, because here money is held in custody. No one owns this money but the participating members, and we declare this interest to them on a daily basis. So it's just the awareness that is lacking, but we're doing our best to educate.
Now let's talk about XENO, what XENO has been going through over the last 1 month or so. How have your assets grown? How have your clients how has your clients base grown within the last few months?
So for the last few months, we've seen a spike in new users, because XENO, we track users, we also track investors, because the platform is not just for people investing. The people that are setting up accounts to actually learn how to create an investment portfolio without even investing. So users have grown. We've hit close to 30,000 plus. When it comes to investors, those also, especially on the MTN platform, that number is growing tremendously. We're seeing a big traction of investors actually creating accounts. In terms of value, AUM value, because people are doing it for the first time, they're just trying to test. So what we've seen is that every new investor coming in, they're just testing to see, if I put in my money, how is it going to grow? But we believe that through the education, actually once they get to understand and appreciate the value proposition, they get to understand that, oh, this is how it works. When you invest, the money keeps growing, and they see their money growing, and they're able to even withdraw and see how it comes out. We are seeing that actually those tend to give you slightly much more money than they started with. So we've seen growth in the users, we've seen growth in the number of accounts that are being created. So with the MTN partnership, it's actually growing, and it's growing the numbers much tremendously. Once the marketing kicks in and people get to understand the awareness is good, I'm very sure unit trusts are going to really pick up in this nation.
You're talking about the MTN partnership. I watched that launch. I don't know if it was a launch or something with MTN.
Yes.
What was exactly different? Because we knew, of course, definitely with MTN you can invest with XENO and so on. So what was different in that partnership?
That's a good one. Zero transactional fees. So MTN users are able to actually make an investment at zero transaction fees. Even the withdrawal from XENO to MTN is free. There's
Basically from XENO to MTN?
Yes. From XENO to MTN, from MTN to XENO, when we are paying you out, it is zero transactional fees.
So I get exactly what
you've invested and your returns.
Wow.
Secondly, we've created a standing order on USSD. You can set autosave. So we've seen now our customers, they're actually setting daily, weekly, monthly, automatic deductions. So some of us, yes, so people that are the ones that keep saying, I forgot, I don't remember how to, but I want to save daily, I want to save weekly. We've made it automatic. You just create your autosave. Your money is deducted from your MTN wallet to XENO on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, depending on how you earn. Personally, I'm doing a monthly deduction. Every month I have a particular amount that is automatically deducted without me initiating. So I think those are the main key 2 points that I would really...
was very, very, very massive.
Yes.
Having zero costs.
Yeah, zero costs and the automatic deduction, yeah.
And so, can you take us through really what it takes for us to get to that point where you can deduct automatically from my account?
Okay, so it depends. If you're a new user, the first thing you need to do is you dial *165, *5, *7 hash. That's the shortcut, but that's on the Momo platform. So when you select, when you dial your normal *165, it takes you to the MTN mobile money platform. You select number 5. So number 5 is the Momo platform. Once you select Momo savings and loans, that's where you go. Then XENO is option 7. Option 7, you see XENO investment. So if you're a new user, you select a goal. Once you've selected the goal, you go ahead and make your initial investment. Our minimum investment is 10,000 shillings. So if you have 10,000, you're able to get started. Now, to create your autosave, you have to come back and dial *165, *5, *7 hash. Autosave is option 3. And then you activate your autosave.
After *165, 5, 7 hash.
Yes. It will give you a menu that shows deposit money. You want to see your account summary. Then option 3.
Autosave.
Yes, there's autosave.
It has just been put now, I think, right?
Yeah, maybe a few months. Yeah, a few months. Maybe 2 months now. Yeah, but officially it's like a month in.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a month in. So you're able to activate your autosave. You can select either daily, depending on how you're earning, and the amounts can depend on your cash flows. So you can do daily, weekly, or monthly, and you're able to have this automatically deducted from your mobile wallet to your XENO wallet, and you're able to track, see how your money is growing. Should you want to deactivate, you just go ahead and select deactivate, and you deactivate your autosave. So we've given you the power to control how you invest and how you access your money back.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. What are you giving MTN to do all this for you?
MTN is just trying to be more creative, to give value to its customers, and they believe that investments is the way to go. Keeping your money on a wallet, on the MTN wallet, is not good enough. So they also know for sure that by adding value to its subscribers, it actually also grows their revenue in terms of improving on their people. So it's not just keep the money on the wallet. Invest some of this money that you don't need that you don't need at a particular time. So MTN just wants to add value and also increase on the
MTN has come really with some unique features on the exchange even itself. Since its listing on the 6th of December, they were the first electronic IPO, and then they introduced the USSD code system together with the Central Securities Depository, and it's amazing.
Yeah, so it's a technology era. We are no longer too much into hard paper, physical things. We need to move fast, and if we don't move fast, moving fast means we need to make it easy for people, easy and accessible. And of course, MTN is a technology company. It's not just dealing in telecom. They're actually having a department that is looking at creating new products that are fit for the market, and they have to also be more creative and think ahead. And that's how XENO and MTN share something in common. It's technology, making it easy, adding value. I think it's going to take us a long way. And them doing all those things, there's so much coming actually. So much coming that is in the kitchen. And very soon we'll be unveiling more ways on how customers are able to make deposits easier not only on the platform on myxeno.com, but also on USSD. And we're also looking at opening in new markets. So you're going to see Xeno in other countries.
Oh,
so
wow,
we'll be coming up with all that information very soon.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
That's very beautiful. That's what I was about to ask you about people who are abroad.
Yes.
And they still want to save with the fund, maybe where they are, MTN is not working, and so on. Do they still have options to invest?
Yes, of course. So via the website, you're able to make an international transfer. We have a custodian account with Stanbic Bank, so you're able to wire your money, and those details are on the platform. Once you create your account via www.myxeno.com, you're able to have the banking details, and that's Stanbic Bank. We also have a collections account with Centenary Bank, so you're able to also go ahead and make your deposit via Centenary. Or there are actually some people that are having apps. There are these apps that do international wire transfer. If you have those and they're able to send money directly to a bank account in Uganda, you're able to set up an account wherever you are, provided you have internet, you have a Xeno account created, it's activated, we have all your details, your ID, your photo, your physical address. If the account is active, we still go ahead and receive that money invested for you, and you're able to track from wherever you are. Yes.
And then tracking these funds, of course, when you have an investment, for example, you want to keep up with for a specific period of time, and maybe you fall short somewhere, you don't make it up. I've witnessed this myself. How do you? What is there a penalty?
Okay.
How do you go about that?
Okay. There are no penalties. Now that's the beauty. With investments, you can't invest what you don't have. So we are flexible when we're taking these deposits. A client decides when they have the money. So even if you took a break of 2 months, 3 months, it is okay. We will just keep investing what you have sent through, and that is what will keep growing. And should you wake up one morning and you have some money with you, and remember with us, we take different amounts. You have 10,000, you have 100,000, you have 1 million. You can make different deposits. It doesn't have to be the same amount. And we believe that people have other needs. It's not just investments that we keep money for. Sometimes now it's school fees time. You're not expecting parents to have the liquidity to invest. And you could find that probably till end of month, that's when they'll have something to put aside. So we believe that customers can only deposit when they have the money. There are no penalties, even if you took a break of 6 months. Of course, we would love to have you invest money, because when you invest at different points, then you pick these assets at different prices, and then it gives you the advantage to actually get better yields when you invest routinely. But we also know people don't have money all the time. So you invest when you have the money.
There's a tough economy right now.
Everybody now talks about economy. I hope they know what it means. But everywhere I'm going, economy is like economy, you know, everybody's just talking about the economy, but things are tough.
We're going to go to a break, and we want to talk about the assets at the moment that are making, that are trending mostly, because as we are living in inflation periods, we understand the bond markets are quite lucrative right now, more than the equities, and so what have been the asset allocations and all that, that's what we're going to get into. But before we do that, what has been the journey, your experience, personal experience with Xeno within the last 5 years?
The journey has been amazing. Amazing, I would say. We are the first Ugandan founded company to get this license. So kudos to CMA for believing in us and giving us the license. We renew first Ugandan founded Ugandan company to get this license. So kudos to CMA for trusting us and giving us the opportunity to do fund management in the industry. We don't take it lightly. If I look at, I joined Xeno in October. So I joined a few weeks after Xeno's founding, or Xeno's official start to collect money and have customers. If I look at the first 3 months, it was tough. I think we got our first 1 billion shillings in within 4 months. So it was a good one. It's been a journey of growth. We are 37 billion, 30,000 users. It's amazing. We are seeing us ourselves going to greater heights. We are not stopping. We will serve our customers. You have believed in us. We're not going to let you down. We're going to make sure we do our best. The team at Xeno has grown. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we should be with the most staff now.
Yeah.
We're over 30 staff. So you find usually fund management, you have very few employees because the work is not too much. But because of the technology, we have many engineers are working to make sure everything is running smoothly. So the team has grown. I think I joined XENO as the 6th staff.
Wow.
We are now 30.
Wow.
We've expanded and we have changed offices. We no longer fit in our small 6th floor office. So we are now going down to 1st floor, same building. We're not changing the building, it's the same building, workers' house on the 1st floor, bigger space. So if you came to the XENO office and you're seeing a small squeezed meeting room of like 3 people, we're now going to have a huge boardroom, maybe like 2 boardrooms. So we've grown and the story is still unfolding. We're just excited. It's a lot of growth, and it's because people have trusted us and we've come this far. 5 years is not small.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kudos. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. We're still talking to Miss Sharon Tumushabe, the Vice President Advisory at XENO Investment Management Limited. Very interesting. 5 years of XENO. Of course, we are celebrating them here at Smart 24. So stay with us. We'll be right back after a quick break.